G'day everyone. The Gate of Infinity encounter, Swirling Firestorm, only has about 3 mechanics to be aware of, but one of them in particular is pretty much a one-shot, and it's not really obvious how to actually avoid it, so I'll go through that one first. Throughout the fight, the boss will occasionally teleport to the centre of the room and charge up a huge fireball that does massive damage to the whole room. Even though it looks like there's like a safe pizza slice segment, it's not. You need to be up in the air like I just did to avoid that. So how do you actually do that? When the boss teleports to the center of the room like this, you're about to drop 2 tornadoes a few seconds apart on the ground where you're standing. Now these do nothing by themselves, they just disappear a few seconds later, but their purpose is to be dropped in front of the fire tornado that's moving around the room, and if the fire tornado moves through them, it's going to empower the fire wave. You can see it changes color there, and it'll be able to boop you up into the air. You only need 1 tornado to actually be soaked to be able to avoid the mechanic, but 2 tornadoes gets you even higher, so you can get both of these blue orbs in the sky, which give you a damage bonus and stacks 2 times obviously. So get those if you can, but your priority is just to avoid the mechanic so you don't get killed. Now when the boss does a little explosive leap backwards, watch here, ready? That there. When he does that, he's always going to follow with a purple fury attack, just like you see there, and then he's going to teleport across the room somewhere and shoot 2 waves of fire at you in kind of a frontal cone. The direction of the cone gets locked in only a short moment before the attack actually comes out. You have to be moving to the side quite quickly to actually avoid this, and you should definitely use some movement abilities if you have them on your weapons. The important thing is just to recognize that backwards little explosive leap that leads into the fury attack, and then obviously the teleport and the 2 fire waves. If you know it's coming, you're going to be much more prepared and ready to use an ability or just run to the side and morph, whatever you need to do. Assuming you're doing the flying mechanic correctly, because you're probably dead if you're not, this is the one that's most likely going to chip you down and kill you if you're not dodging it, so get used to dodging that to the side. And the boss just teleported to the center of the room, so here's another look at the flying mechanics. That's 2 tornadoes dropped in front of it, and then I'll boop up into the sky. It's just really important to recognize that teleport to the center. As soon as that happens, you need to be moving and positioning yourself in front of that little fire tornado that moves around the room. Come back down, and if you have big cooldowns, now's the time to use them. As you can see, I'll do my big bloody crossbow thing to maximize the use of that 2 stacks of the damage bonus. And as you just saw, the boss will also still do its normal purple fury attacks just standalone by themselves, not part of another combo. Just do them by themselves and obviously use your defensive block ability for those. So once you've got used to those 2 mechanics, there's really not much else going on. There's actually quite a bit of downtime for you to just DPS the boss. Again, make sure you're using your stellarite crystals and your damage remedies if you're trying to get this under 3 minutes. Under 3 minutes is always recommended for those conversion stones, as I say every week. So definitely worth practicing a few times if you need to get it under 3 minutes. Once you've done it a few times and you get used to recognizing the dash back and the teleport to the center of the room, the fight becomes a lot more structured and it doesn't feel so crazy. And that's pretty much all there is to it. I'll let this clip play out just so you can see the finish of the fight if you want to. I'll also show the equipment and the skills at the end of the video. If you're curious to see what I'm using, some people always are in the comments, they'll ask me. But otherwise, thanks for listening. Like and subscribe, or let me know in the comments how you went. Thanks for listening everyone. Cheers.